Hiccup. Hello everybody, it's Kitsies, and today I'm doing my June favourites.
June favourites, June favourites, June favourites.
Let's start with my first favourite, which is my choker. So it's an O-ring choker and it's got little cat skulls on it. I don't know if you, there we go. Little cat skulls all the way around it, and it's latex. Bought it off Etsy from Miko Couture Latex. You see the Miko Couture Latex or Miko Latex Couture? One of those. I'll leave the link down below. It wasn't as pricey as some of the other kind of chokers I was looking at, so I chose this one. I really love this. I kind of love latex. My next favourite is a drink. It is Robinson's Fruit and Barley, but it's strawberry and kiwi. It's kind of really nice and sweet, as you can imagine, strawberry and kiwi. And I've been going through one of these bottles a week near enough. And yeah, but it's so tasty. My next favourite is a Funko Pop. You can see the box right here. It is dun, 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 Daenerys and Drogon, the Funko Pop ride. I have been dying to get this for ages. For literal ages, since I first saw like they were releasing it. I was like, I need that. It's one of my favourite scenes in the show. And oh, so she's got the like the white gown on that she was wearing in the fighting pit, and Drogon's got these amazing red eyes, and he's So I got this off Amazon and it was the cheapest I've seen it, so I was like, snap that up. I think it was £29. Oh my god, I'm so glad I got it, and I pretty much need all of those on the back. Kind of want to create a little scene on my shelves where it's got like Jorah, it's got like a harpy, it's got Unsullied, kind of, you know what I mean? A little scene, little homage. The next thing I have is a highlighter for your face. It's the Dior, I think it's called Stage Glow, wait a minute. Dior Glam, that's what it's called, Pearl Shimmer Face and Eyes Highlighting Powder in number 2. Dior. So I got this probably too long ago actually. Probably should have chucked this away by now. But this is by far my favourite highlighter. I got it in duty free at an airport years ago. You get like a beigey colour and then a pinky colour, I guess. And let's just do that. So that's the kind of, it's like a pearl gold kind of colour, and then the pink is like that pearl gold. Oh my god, my favourite. Really kind of buttery, and there's no particles or anything in there. It's really fine highlight. So soft. I've been in love with this for years, but I thought I would mention it this month because I bought some more highlighters recently. So like the one I'm wearing today is a bit different. Don't know if you can see that. It's still my favourite. Even though I have betrayed it and bought some more, it's still my favourite. Alright, and then I have two Lush favourites, predictably. The Angels and Bare Skin Cleanser. And it's a solid cleanser, which I've said before in the past. I love these solid cleansers. You kind of pinch off a bit. Literally just get your hand wet and then kind of mix it into a paste. And this one is lavender, chamomile and rose. That's what it smells of, and then you can see the little lavender flowers there. This isn't my favourite cleanser that they do of all time, but it's my favourite one recently. I've actually broken out recently. Ugh. But you know, it is what it is. I have found that this helps a bit because I think it's, is it rose? I think it's rose that helps lessen the reddening of the skin. So my next favourite that I used in the month of June is the Lush soap called Sunrise. This is a spare piece I had. I've used up the first big chunk of it, and it was a Mother's Day exclusive, and oh my god, it's so zesty and orangey. I think it's like tangerine, and it smells like when you peel an orange and you get all the zest hit you in the face. And it's also a little bit glittery in here, so when you wash yourself with it, you're like, glitter. One thing I would say about this is that it shrinks quite quickly because it is a softer soap than the ones they usually do, I think. I know it's got muru muru butter in, I think it's got silken tofu throughout it as well, and it's kind of like, it goes quicker than other ones, but it still lasts a decent amount of time. I have a couple of books and a few TV shows. You can guess what one of those is going to be. It's Game of Thrones. Predictable. This is A Feast for Crows. This one wasn't my favourite of the Game of Thrones books so far. This one focuses on King's Landing, so I'm pretty sure there's like zero zero Daenerys, but it has got Cersei, which, you know, I do have a soft spot for her. I've got Brienne, you've got Sansa, you've got Arya, or Cat of the Canals. Still got a few of my favourites in here. And then the next book that I'm actually currently reading, the next one along from this, actually kind of happens at the same time. You kind of get the gist of it when you read it. Game of Thrones, always in my monthly favourites. And then the second book is one I actually got in June's Owl Crate. I really enjoyed this. I mean, I read it all in one go, literally. Like Game of Thrones, actually, each chapter is from a different person's perspective. So you've got Jane, you've got her husband G, you've got Edward. I don't want to give any spoilers away because this is quite a new book still. It hasn't been out for long. You've got history, and then you've got some like magic thrown in there with the, I think it's called Ethians, where people who can change into animals. And then you've got like comedy. I did laugh out loud, I think it was once when I was reading this, or maybe twice. But the one I remember is something about stabbing them while they're sleeping, and I'm just a sick human being, and that part made me laugh out loud. Really enjoyed reading this. And then I have a few TV shows that are my favourites for the month of June. First one, Game of Thrones, obviously. My favourite episode was the Battle of the Bastards. We had Daenerys with Drogon, no spoilers. And then you had like Jon with his like whole battle with Ramsay Bolton. Usually in an episode you might get one scene or the other scene as like the huge kind of climax. But it's literally the whole episode was like that. It was just action-packed. It was just so well filmed as well. The way they had the dragons zooming like in and out of the shot. I actually read an interview where the director of it, I think it was the director, was saying he'd watched films, like old war films with like Spitfires, and how they were kind of filmed like going in and out of shot. And he filmed it like that, and I was just like, oh my god. The way a head's chopped off, and then it kind of flies at a screen, and then you got the dragon swooping down into the next shot. It was beautiful. And then the battle scene was so well done as well. No spoilers, really hard not to, but no spoilers. So yeah, quite a few storylines were kind of wrapped up and kind of progressed, but I have heard that there are only 15 episodes left ever. 2 more seasons, 15 episodes total. Don't know what to do with that news. I also finished watching Daredevil season 2, I think it was, the last season. Finally finished watching that. I love the Punisher, and I kind of loved they kind of almost teamed up a little bit in that. What's his name? Is it John Berthel? I think that's literally off the top of my head. But he does such a good job. Oh my god. Then my last favourite is Orange is the New Black, the latest season for that. I think I was literally sobbing at the death, I think maybe halfway through, like near the end of the season, maybe halfway through. It once again ends on a cliffhanger, and you're just like, ah, why does it have to end there? So yeah, those were my favourites for the month of June. Tell me what your favourites were down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!